Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to a continuation of the tutorial that's going to teach you how to create UV animations or texture animations. I am starting with a clean Blender scene. If you are new here, welcome. This is the channel where you can learn how to create FiveM MLOs, map extensions. Soon I'll be releasing a course on how to turn your modding hobby into a full-time income. So if you're interested in learning more, subscribe, join the Discord. You can find the link in the description box below, and check out our online campus where I have courses that teach you how to create MLOs, map extensions, and so much more. Everything can be found in the description box below. All right, let's get started. Today, as I said yesterday, we were going to continue on, and today, instead of just creating an animated texture, we are going to create something with a little bit more purpose or intent, and where we'll basically create an animated billboard. I'm basically only going to do one face, one plane. I'm not going to model out a full billboard. There are already billboards in the world of GTA 5, so you can pick one or create a new one, whichever one you prefer. But I'm just going to create a face, a plane. So let me first, before I start, let me turn on my screencast key so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so first I'm going to start by press Shift A to add a plane. Then I'm going to rotate on the X-axis 90 degrees. Turn on material view so that we can see the texture when we add it. We're going to name this, I'm just going to name it bike, because this is going to be a billboard that shows bikes. What you will need before we move any further, I want to show you what it looks like, what my texture, hold on. I don't want to open it up in any of those. I actually deleted the actual texture. Give me one moment. All right, so I went and got the texture, re-downloaded it. What I want to show you is what my image looks like. And this is not a great representation because you cannot really see it. Well, you can there. So basically what I did is that I combined two images on one one page. One page, and these are the dimensions that I use: 1000 by 24, 1000 by 1024 by 1024. There we go. And then in the background I just put, because these images don't quite fit in the whole square, I just added like a dark gray background on Canva. And actually, let me show you. I can just be a little bit more. I made this on Canva. I make a lot of my textures on Canva. This is the gradient that we use yesterday. I also made this one, but I didn't use it. But you can find many photos here on Canva to suit your needs. I typed in gradient, so if you want to make light strips that have gradients, this is a pretty cool place to come to get it. Obviously you would need to edit it if you want to be a little bit more specific, with the details and whatnot. But there's so many different gradients that you can just use, especially like this one is a cool one that you could possibly use. I guess I should have showed you this yesterday. I guess I should have showed you this yesterday when we were making the actual gradient strobe, or not strobe light. Was it a strobe light? Light. Anyway, this is how I made my what do you call it? What is this? Image texture. All right. Okay. So we can put this back. Okay. So now that we've done it, let's give this plane before we give a plane a texture. Let's check the face orientation. Again, you might not see this. For you, it might just be still gray or white. And then on the other side, it might be red. I can't remember how it is on the new Blender. But if you turn on face orientation, this should change. The blue is what will you will be able to see in your server, and the red is what you won't be able to see. So again, I don't remember how it looks on the latest version of Blender, but yeah. Now that we've done that, we want to go to Solemns, press N to bring out this menu, then go to Solemns, Tools, bring this out some, go to Drawables. We're going to go to Shader Tools. We are going to do an emissive shader again, just like we did yesterday. You can click on this arrow and then type in, emissive, select emissive, create shader material. Go to this green three triangles, green 3-dotted triangle, upside down triangle. We're going to rename this UV map to UV map 0. And then we're going to go to the shading tab, add our material, find your material, make sure it is in DDS format, open. And if we go back to the layout, you will see that it is there, but it isn't. You notice that it isn't quite what we want. I'm just going to press N to move that out of the way. It isn't quite what we want because this isn't what unless this is what you want your billboard to look like. This isn't what I want it to look like. I want this bike to take up one half and this bike to take up the other. So I'm going to go to the UV editing tab, turn on face select. Make sure, okay, yeah, this is how I want it. And then use scroll wheel to go up here in this top toolbar to go over to the material preview so that we can see it. I'm just gonna go in the front orthographic so I can see it. So basically all I'm gonna do is box select these two points, vertices, and then I'm gonna press G and X to move this along the X-axis. And I'm just going to move that to try to get it as, accurate as possible. And I'm going to do the same thing for the bottom two, G and Y. We'll just move it up on the Y axis, G and Y for the top two, move it down. And now we have, one bike is taking up our billboard sign. Obviously you can resize this face or plane to fit the dimensions of your billboard, so on and so forth. Let's see, now that we've done that, we are going to press N to bring out the Solemns Tools menu again, and then go to create drawable objects, and we're basically going to turn this into a drawable. I want you to, with your plane selected, you're gonna come over here and click convert to drawable. Okay, next we're gonna do the same thing that we did yesterday. We're gonna go right here to where it says animations, and then you're going to click create clip dictionary. If you bring this down, you should now have animations and clips. We're gonna rename the clip dictionary model at bike. That's what we're going to call it. Animations, you're going to click create animation. Clips, you're going to click create clip. And you can bring both of these down. We will rename the animation to bike underscore NM. Clip, we'll do the same. Bike underscore NM. So on and so forth. Now, what we will do is, what we're gonna do is go back before we move forward here. Let's just make sure we click on your mesh, make sure we embed our texture. Click on it, go to the material properties, embed the texture, and we will also change this emissive multiplier to 0.5. All right, I just want to do that. Now go to bike animation, click on object properties, go down to Solemns. We're going to change the hash to bike underscore NM. For target, we're going to set it to material, and then we're going to choose our emissive texture, and that's all we're going to do for this for now. Then go to your clip by bike NM. Set the name for it to bike underscore NM. Set the hash to bike NM, and then for the name, it's going to be basically the same, underscore NM, but then do dot clip. For this one, I know that the seconds are going to be for 7. Let me just go on and adjust my frame data here. I'm going to start on 0, and then I'm going to end at 2:10. This is just a number that I picked to basically show you how you can get this image to switch and pause, and then wait for a few seconds before switching again. Because if you don't get it to pause, it'll just be like a continuous animation changing, and we don't want it. Unless, I mean, maybe you do want that, but I don't. When I'm thinking about a billboard with advertisements, and you know, I want it to be a pause in between each ad. All right, so I set this to 210. If you do 210 divided by 30, let's do it here. 210 divided by 30, it should give us 7 seconds. Okay, so we got a 7-second clip. Then you're going to go to linked animations, and you're going to click new, and for the animation you're going to set it to bike NM, which is our animation. And then we're going to set our end frame at 210, and boom. Okay, all right, now we can start animating similar to what we did yesterday. You can click on your model, your drawable. You'll see that it's selected here. If you come over here into the hierarchy, click on it, go to the materials tab. You can minimize this stuff, but bring down the tab that says animation tracks, and we're going to click the plus sign and come here, and well, it's already set to 0. Come here and click the back button to set it at 0. This one is going to move along the x-axis. It should not rotate like how it was moving yesterday for our light. On the x-axis, hover over the x-axis and press I to add a keyframe here. All right, so basically what we want to do is move, I can't remember how far down I took it, so I'm going to take it to about 90. Obviously, you can play around with this to get your exact numbers, how you want them to be, your duration and everything, how you want it to be. So I'm going to click on the 90, and I'm basically just going to hover over the X again and press I. This is going to make our animations stay on this one image for X amount of seconds, right? And then I'm going to click here. This is where I want it to change, begin to change. And I'm basically, you can drag along the X to get it, you know, to move, or you can click these 2 arrows, or you can type in a number. Usually we'll, you know, type in a number to get it to be exact. If you do 0.5, it'll pretty much line it up exactly to where you want. I just went into front orthographic view, so, and that's why that line popped up here. All right. So now that we've done that, we set our image to where we want it to be. We're going to hover over the X and press I to set a keyframe. All right, so this is the amount of time that it's going to take. In between this time is where it is changing to the second bike. Then I am going to have it go here to the 200th frame. And I'm just going to type in 1 to set it back to this image, and I'm going to hover over it and press I to add that keyframe, and it should stay change. Actually, we don't want it to change yet. Undo that, press just Control Z it. So don't set this to 1, set this back to 0.5. I'm gonna leave it there and hover over this X and press I. So, okay, so it's staying the same here, changing here, staying the same here, and it's going to change again here. So click on 210. Now we can change the X to 1, and then you hover over it and you press I, and boom, it's going to change. If we click this to go back and we press play or spacebar, it will stay the same. Then it will change, stay the same. Then it'll change. That's so cool. All right, so now that we have our animation set, go back to the bike NM. We need to go to object properties and set the action to emissive action. All right, this time, if you noticed yesterday, I told you guys I had 2, for whatever reason, I had 2 actions here, and I had initially selected the wrong one, but this time it gave me only 1. I don't know what it is that I did to get 2. Nonetheless, let's move forward with creating our Y type. I'm pretty sure that's everything. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. If we did, we'll come back and fix it, and I probably have to record this over. Nonetheless, Hopefully not. Let's create a Y type, and we're gonna call it, I guess, bike, whatever. And then select our drawable. Make sure this is set to base. Plus sign. Your texture dictionary should say bike. If it doesn't, it probably means that you did not embed your texture. So we go to texture print. It says that it's embedded, so I don't know why. Anyway, select it, auto create from selected. Now this time, for whatever reason, it actually says bike. For the clip dictionary, you're going to copy the name of your clip dictionary from here and paste it here, or you can type it, obviously. Then go to flags, enable UV animations, and that's everything. We should be able to export everything with no issues, hopefully. Select hierarchy, let it work. Perfect. Select hierarchy for everything and export. All right, I'm going to convert these over. If you did everything correctly, everything should have exported. I'm going to convert these over in the RPF Explorer, and I will meet you in CodeWalker. All right, now that we're in CodeWalker, we can go over here to where we want to put it. Put our strobe. That is so strange. I don't remember where I put the other one, so I'm going to put this one here. Hopefully it's in a decent place. I think I put the other one like right over there. So we'll put this one here. Press T to bring out this toolbar up here. Open folder. You need to open your stream folder wherever you saved your stream folder. Open that stream folder wherever you saved you should have put your files that you exported in your RPF Explorer into your stream folder. I'm gonna add a new Y map, name the Y map, and we'll just call it bike. Yes, I love motorcycles and I plan on getting one in the future. And then you can close this, and we're gonna just open the same stream folder back up. Why do we close it? Because sometimes CodeWalker is a bit buggy or glitchy. Come up here to where it says Y map. Once you reopen it, click on the Y map. Go up here to the Y map tab. Click new entity, and the prop or the YDR is called bike. And you can't see it, but it is there. The reason why you can't see it is because I forgot to apply transforms. And this is what happens when you don't apply the transforms in Blender. Your prop or object or MLO sometimes ends up in a location that you didn't intend for it to be. So if that happens to you, it's probably because you did not apply the transforms. Right, it should be only visible on one side. Boom. And you can see it's actually changing right here too. So now that we've done that, save the Y map. Go to the Tools tab, Manifest Generator. Save the manifest to your stream folder. All right, and that's everything you need to do. Just put this in your resources, your server resources, and we're gonna load into the server and test it out. All right, so we are in the server. This is the animation we created yesterday, and our other one is over here actually. I don't know why I thought it was like close over there, but here we are. And on this side, you don't see it because remember, as I told you, in Blender, only one side is going to show in the actual server. So if you did want this to show on two sides, you would need to basically have another plane on this side with its own textures that move as well. It's kind of cricket. I didn't like straighten it all the way up. So yeah, that's how you create UV animations. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, please leave a like, comment. Let me know what you guys would like to learn more about in the future. Our next tutorial will be a prop animation, and it will be taught oh, It it will be taught using Solemns. Solemns 2. The next tutorial will be taught using Solemns 2.4.2 and Blender 4.1.1. Okay, and that will be the last tutorial I do on these versions. Okay, and then some of you've been asking when I'll be doing the next MLO tutorials. Those tutorials are coming soon. With those tutorials, I will be using the latest version of Solemns and the latest version of Blender and the latest version of CodeWalker. Okay? I'm still going to save the current versions that I have just in case something go wrong and it don't work. Whatever the case may be. I have so much anxiety. Sweet likes going to the different version, but I'm gonna do it because I know a lot of you are using it, so I want to help you on those versions, especially if you are facing issues that you have no idea why they're happening, and we'll work through it together. What else? Check the description box below for the link to the Discord, as well as the link to the online campus. If you would like to register for any of the courses, you can register for the monthly membership for only $25, and you'll have access to all the courses except for the new course that is coming out. But for the MLO course and the map extensions, you'll have access to those courses for just $25 a month. If you would like to get lifetime access, that is available as well. I will also provide that link in the description box below. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the Discord, in the proper channels. If you have questions about courses or even one-on-one sessions with me, I do want to teach one-on-one. Open a ticket only to have, if you have questions about the online campus or if you have questions about one-on-one sessions. Okay. If you have questions and need development help, post those questions in the proper channels in the Discord. Okay, there are so many people, including myself, but so many people who are willing to help you, who want to help you. It is a very supportive community. Please don't be shy. Please ask. If you need help, ask. Okay? I will see you all in the next video. Y'all be blessed. I'll see you soon.